Hi, I'm Sophia, and I make vlogs about reflective homemaking, slow living, homesteading, gardening, and navigating adulthood softly and honestly. This is my little corner of the internet where we romanticize ordinary life, find comfort in simple things, and grow through everyday moments. Join me along on this vlog where I make bagels and stop along with me at a coffee spot. Today's vlog is actually about bagels, but also not really. A while ago, I tried making homemade bagels for the first time and with sourdough. And honestly, they were terrible. They were dense, a little hard, and definitely not what I imagined in my head. And I remember feeling strangely disappointed over it, which sounds dramatic because they're just bagels. But I think sometimes small failures tap into bigger feelings. Lately, I've been realizing how easy it is for me to quietly give up on things after one bad attempt. Not loudly, not intentionally, but internally. Like, this probably isn't for me. Maybe I'm not good at this. And I think adulthood can feel like that sometimes. You try something new, whether it's cooking, building routines, loving yourself better, being softer with yourself, creating a life you actually enjoy. And when it doesn't go perfectly at the first time, you feel embarrassed. But something in me wanted to try again. Not because I needed perfect bagels, but because I didn't want to become the kind of person who stops trying every time something feels difficult. So today, we're attempting bagels again. And thankfully, they turned out so much better this time. Still not perfect, but softer, warmer, more comforting. Kind of like me lately, I think. I also stopped by a coffee shop today, which honestly felt like a small reward to myself. I've been learning that adulthood isn't only about surviving. It's also about creating small moments that make you feel gentle. A warm drink, fresh bread, a slow morning, a quiet kitchen. Those things matter to me now. And I think homemaking, at least for me, is becoming less about perfection and more about creating peace. There's something healing about making food with your own hands, especially after feeling disconnected from yourself for a very long time. I think that's why I keep returning to baking lately. It slows me down. It reminds me that growth takes time, that failing once doesn't mean you should stop completely. And maybe that's what this vlog is really about. Trying again, more softly this time. Kinds of remind me a story that I want to share with you, friends. So about, I think 14 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, I was doing grade 9, and 14 or 15 years ago, and I was doing grade 9, which is the 9th grade, and I failed grade 9 that year. It was 2010. I got my report card on December 6, 2010. Don't mind me, pals, I'm very good with dates and remembering. I failed grade 9 and I was feeling miserable, angry with the world, angry with myself, more angry with the teachers. But in all honesty, I realized later on that, hey, I didn't even own a mathematics book for the whole year. That's how terrible I was. Not that I mentioned that story to my mom. So I had to go back the next year, go back to school, and repeat the whole grade again with students who were younger than me, probably maybe whom I teased a bit the year before. It was embarrassing, and the following year, school opened on January 19. What was more embarrassing was not knowing where to go. It's the first time I'm failing a grade. Where do I go? Do I go back to my form teacher? It was terrible, but I made it through that year. But there's something that stuck with me that my sister said right after I received my report card in December before the holidays started. She said to me that even the word fail simply means first attempts in life. I remember I even had to check and search for the word attempt on the dictionary. I mean, because we were that generation who searched things on the dictionary, not Google. So I found out that it meant to try. And going back to school, as embarrassed as I was, but I was hopeful. And little did I know how better I would become, and how better of a student I'd become, and how much of a hard-working student I became throughout my high school life and moving on to my life after high school and university. So this story came back to me, when I was making the bagels, that, hey, I was not afraid to try then. Sometimes in adulthood we fear trying again, but it's less embarrassing because it's just bagels and my family and my home. There's no one who gets to see, and watch gets to see how terrible my bagels were. I'm not in front of the whole school or the whole entire grade. So it made me realize that failing is just a part of life, and it's really not that bad. And my bagels turned out really good this time, but it's a story I wanted to share. It takes me back, a bit of nostalgia, but it makes me realize how much I was not afraid to try then. And maybe it's something I should dare myself to do now in my adult life. So friends, do share some of your first attempt in life and how you overcome that. But now it's time for me to love you and to live you. Until next time, friends. Bye-bye.
time. You're not there, miss. Yeah, you might not be at your best, but it's fine. I don't mind telling truths when you need to hear them, and be kind when that's what you prefer. How about when you can't see a way out, help you fight, and let you know that it won't always be this way. You will get there someday, babe. Feel the sun on your face, visit Paris or Broadway, and chill out on Sundays. Please don't take this the wrong way. I'm on your side through the worst days. I just have to say I miss my best friend, seeing her smile. Still, I don't mind telling truths when you need to hear them, and be kind when that's what you prefer. How about when you can't see a way out, help you fight, and let you know that it won't always be this way. You will get there someday, babe. Feel the sun on your face, visit Paris or Broadway, and chill out on Sundays. Stop, just hold on a minute. This part is nearly finished. You'll get a fresh start. So count to 10, take a deep breath. This is the only way you'll ever find out that